What is up, Scorpio? How y'all doing? How you doing? It is now time for your bonus reading for March 2024. Bonus time where I look for details, situations, and scenarios that didn't make it into the main monthly reading. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please look down in the description box of this video. That's where you're going to find everything you need to know. Also, don't forget to get your hands on my new course, The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation. Hey man, I don't care if you're a beginner or not, okay? If you get that course, I promise you're going to hear something about manifestation you ain't never heard before. Promise you're going to hear a concept you've never been introduced to before. Or you're at least going to hear something about the manifestation path you ain't never heard nobody else on the internet talking about. But this is primarily focused towards the beginners. The intermediate course will be coming in the very near future. That's where we're going to be digging into the science and the quantum physics behind how the apparatus of this matrix actually works. But for now, the Beginner's Guide to Manifestation, down there in the description of the video. Everything is on my website, tarotwithrich.com. All right, let's jump on into this, man. Let's jump in. Starting this here off with the new person. If you are not dealing with, interested in, or inquiring about a new person, this is not for you. New person. Let's see, what do we got going on here with Scorpio and the new person? Justice reversed. That's a weird, strange card to come out for a new person. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know, let's see. I don't know. That almost feels like that has some past energy attached to it. What? Emperor reversed. Man, we got a lot of major arcana jumping right out here, man. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. So it is a little bit of past energy here. It is a little bit of past energy being drug in here. Oh, okay. I see. I see now. Okay. So some of y'all are still dragging some past vibrational baggage into this new situation here. Kind of feels like maybe a little bit of a grudge you still might be holding on to. I'm pretty sure that the grudge was invented by a Scorpio anyway, wasn't it? Y'all invented the grudge, man. But no, I don't think it's all that important. I don't know who needs to hear this. This may not be all of you, so if you don't need to hear this, just disregard. There's a couple of you that need to hear this, though. The past is in the past, and it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back, okay? You are not going to get that apology that you deserve, okay? You're probably not going to witness the person that did you wrong get what they deserve. It's probably not going to happen. Whatever it was that happened in the past that has you upset, where you feel like you were treated unfair and somebody needs to get what they deserve, whatever that energy is, you may as well let this go. You may as well let that go. The past is in the past. It's over. Okay? Again, I know that's not all of you. Okay? If you're like, what the hell is he talking about? That's not for you. So just disregard that. But there's a couple of you needed to hear that, though. So, anyway, man, this new situation here. Now, it's not really a situation. This new person, though. Holy sheep shit, Batman. Look at that. We got that Ace of Cups lovers card, though, dude. Shit, man. Look at that right there now. Man, some of y'all are trying to slap yourself. Slap yourself. Make sure you're not dreaming. Is this my actual person? You know, some of you are seriously thinking, there's no way this is my person. Ain't no way. And I probably won't really go as far as to say whether it is or is not, but I'll put it to you like this. If you come to me for a personal reading and you ask me, is this my person? I will only accept 2 cards. There's only 2 cards that will give me a yes, okay? And the number 1 card that I'm looking for would be this one. I'll take 10 of Cups too. 10 of Cups will work too. But in order of priority, the Lover's card or the 10 of Cups are the 2 cards that I'm looking for. So, but you're still trying to keep a level head about this, though. Trying to be smart about this, you know. I don't want to get my hopes up, and I don't want to be all, you know, getting my hopes up and setting my expectations just to get let down later on, you know. But man, it's looking like this might be the real deal for some of you. Now, by no means does that mean that there will be no challenges, that there will be no obstacles, that there will be no problems that you have to work through. By no means. Even when the universe brings you that one divine partner it picked out for you, y'all gonna have problems. Y'all gonna have issues. There will be obstacles that you have to work through. It'll just be on a whole different level. It'll be on a level that brings out the best in both of you. Let's just put it to you like that. Let's look at this person's energy and see how they feel about you. Let's see. How's this person feel about Scorpio? What's their energy look like? What kind of person are they in general? What are their intentions? Justice reversed again. This ain't the same deck either. Okay. Could be a Libra for some of you. This person has abandonment issues. Okay. So they're ready to settle down. They got a lot of shit they're healing through, though. It's all good, though, man. I mean, if you a human walking around on 2 legs on planet Earth and you don't think you got some healing to do, you sorely mistaken. I don't know who needs to hear that. But yeah, just to let you know, if you're a human, you got healing to do. We all do. Okay. So I'm not shitting on them by saying that. And it looks like they're doing a pretty damn good job too. Looks like they're doing the damn thing, but they still have an awful lot to work through. They still have some bitterness. They still have some, you know, just some shit they got to work through and, you know, whatever. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing the Empress and the 6 of Wands, which would tell me this person's ready to settle down and they're ready to do the damn thing. Okay. I don't know, though. I'm kind of hoping that... I don't like this energy here. Okay, so right now... Okay, let me put it to you like this. We all got our shit we got to work through. We've all been broken. We all have healing that we need to do. Okay? There comes a point in your journey where you got a choice to make. Especially when you're in a relationship, you're trying to build a life partnership with somebody. I either let my walls down and let you in on all my skeletons and all my demons and be 100% vulnerable with you and let you know who I am at my core. Or I start lying and deceiving you and lying to you and you know, I take the immoral road when it comes to dealing with that shit. And it looks like this person is kind of at that crossroads where they're still trying to determine whether or not they want to let their walls down and let you in on the deep, dark person that they are at the deepest level. I'll tell you what, I don't care who you are. Even when you are faced with your person, that's still an uncomfortable decision to make. Oh, it's still going to be an uncomfortable decision to make. I don't care who it is that you're dealing with. It ain't going to be fun to do that. So that's where this person is. Well, let's see how this is playing out in March. How's it playing out in March? Let's see. How's this playing out in March? How's it playing out in March? Boom, picking up, moving real quick. Bam, bam. Man, this is taking lift off real quick. Real quick. It's looking like in the fucking Justice card, third time in a row in the upright this time. Kind of looking to me like you're making the decision to settle down and you're pretty much feeling like you're set with this person. Looks like March is a pretty fucking happy month for y'all, for real. Look at this. Look at, man, we got that Sun card, though. We got that Ten of Cups, though. We got that Ace of Wands, though. Man. It's looking like March is a fucking pretty amazing month for the two of you. For real. You're still trying to keep your wits about yourself, though. Still trying to sit and think, well, I don't want to do anything stupid. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm getting my hopes up anyway. But should I? You know, there's just this internal, not really battle going on, but you're still trying to keep your wits about yourself, basically. Hang on a second. Okay. Well, any advice? What's the advice? All right, last one, last shuffle. One more. All right, last one. Boom, boom. I don't really, honestly, man, I don't say this very often, but I don't really think this needs a whole lot of advice. Not a lot. Like I said, the only thing that's kind of coming through here that I think needs to be focused on is the past. And I mean, basically that just kind of goes without saying. I mean, you know, we don't want to allow a new relationship to distract us from healing that needs to be done from past situations. And we definitely don't want to jump into a relationship with the sole intention of trying to distract ourselves from our past. See way too many people doing that. And the analogy that I always use is that's no different than running to the bar and getting drunk because you had a stressful day. Okay? No different. It'll distract you from it temporarily. It'll make you forget about it for a little bit. But it will not make the fucking problem go away. And if you become dependent on something to continuously distract you from something that needs to be healed so you don't have to think about it and you don't have to feel it, eventually that's going to start causing problems. Eventually. I don't care if you're depending on a bottle of alcohol or a drug or a relationship. Anything you use to try to distract yourself from heartbreak so you don't have to feel it is eventually going to cause problems. Eventually. Trust me, former addict, alcoholic, and former codependent here. Okay? I've been around the whole block, man. It don't work. All right. Other than that, shit, man. A lot of y'all, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. And y'all know who you are. But a lot of y'all done found your person. Big old bunch of you. Big old group of you done found your damn person for real. So I would say that and you know who you are. The Scorpio collective, who is like 90% sure you done found your person. This is probably the last situation of yours that I'm going to read on this channel. You take it from here now. All right. Let's see what new is coming in for the singles. What new is coming in for the singles? Two of Cups. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We knew that. All right, some of you got a Leo headed your way. Fucking Justice card. What in the world is with the fucking Justice card, man? Keeps fucking yelling at me, dude. Okay. Possible codependency connection coming in. Very possible. I'm actually thinking that I know y'all get tired of hearing me say this, but I got to say it when it comes through. Okay. 7 of Swords, Emperor reversed, 7 of Wands. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. Because it is time for you to level up. When it is time for you to level up, you will not ever make it to the next level without passing a test. Ever. It's not just you. The universe is not singling out Scorpio. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not a stupid person. You're not a bad person. I have to go through it. You have to go through it. My neighbor has to go through it. My neighbor's grandma has to go through it. My kids are going to have to go through it. Your kids are going to have to go through it. So it's time for you to level up. The next contract that's due to come in is on a totally different level than anything you've ever dealt with before. So all the situations that you've learned in the past, okay, you're going to be presented with an opportunity to demonstrate whether or not you learned the lessons you needed to learn from the past situations. So you will either, and I think the majority of you, like I've said before, if you follow my channel, and you, especially my OG followers, now there's some of you, some people come to my channel, they stick around for a couple of months until, they hear me say something they don't like, then they unsubscribe and they leave. And, but there's the OG followers who have been following me for fucking years. If you one of my OG followers, you know you're cut from a different kind of cloth, right? Because if you listen to the message that I send and it resonates with you and you apply that advice to your life, you're on an evolutionary journey. You evolve. You're probably not the same person that you were last year or the year before, right? Most of the people who are long-term followers of me are growing and evolving. So the majority of you, I think, are going to pass this fucking test with flying colors because it's going to immediately trigger your defenses. And something's going to feel funny. Something is going to feel off immediately. Now, the question is how you choose to respond or react to that situation. That's the question. How you choose to respond or react to that situation. Best case scenario, you smell that bullshit from a mile away. You completely bypass and avoid that whole situation. Poof, you passed the test with flying colors. You never even knew you were being tested. Worst case scenario, you end up going through a repeat of a past cycle. But since the Seven of Wands jumped up right here immediately, oh, and the Magician reversed, I think the majority of you are going to pass that test. I think so. Magician reversed, Empress reversed, Seven of Swords. This is gonna feel fucked up from the very get-go. Let's look at this person's energy. Let's look at their energy. Yeah, that's what I thought. They fresh out of a relationship. Just trying to get laid so they can forget about their ex. That's it. They ain't trying to connect with you because they want to connect with you. Now, they ain't trying to have no love connection. They ain't trying to have no emotional connection. They just trying to connect with you so they can get laid, so that they can feel better about their ex that did them wrong or made them mad or cheated on them or whatever. So, and when there ain't no real connection there, you feel that immediately, don't you? You ain't stupid. You gonna feel that. You ain't stupid. They gonna try to blow smoke up your ass, though. They gonna try, but I don't think you're gonna buy it. Let's just get the advice for this. Let's just get the advice. First things first, call out the red flags in the beginning. Now, I'm not saying be rude about it. Not saying that. Just whenever you notice a little nuance or a little inconsistency, speak on it. Let it be known. Shine light on it. Like, even if it's just a little something inconsistent. If they say one thing and do another, just very politely shine a light on that and call it out. Let it be known that you see that. Or if they say one thing one day, another thing another day, shine a light on that. Let it be known. I caught that. I'm paying attention. I'm watching you. Let it be known. See, because a lot of times when we first connect with somebody, not only is that person putting their best foot forward, but we usually want to see the best in that person. So sometimes we can kind of tend to like make excuses for somebody. Like, I'm sure they didn't mean that. You know, I don't want to say anything. I don't know how they would react to it. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm going to assume that they have common sense, and they won't do that again. You know, we want to see the best in them. And that may be true. Hey, maybe that is true. Could be. But still, shine a light on that and let it be known. I'm paying attention. I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know if you're just kind of absent-minded. I don't know if sometimes you have the propensity to regurgitate arbitrary thought vomit without thinking about it, or if you're trying to slide one past me. I don't know. But you gonna know that I'm watching and I'm paying attention. Let it be known. Yeah. So that's probably all you're really going to need to do, honestly. Probably all you're really going to need to do once they realize that their game ain't going to work on you because you're watching, they'll probably back away from you, honestly. They'll probably back away from you. Yep. And good. Cool. Right on. And if they back away, if they start getting cold, they start going cold, don't you go chasing after them. Hell no. Hell to the no. Somebody start getting all inconsistent, start sending mixed signals, start being all hot and cold and on and off and in and out. Don't you be hanging around hoping and wishing and waiting and asking, what did I do wrong? What's going on? But no, fuck that. You're going to go all cold on me? You go ghost on me and then try to respond back 2 days later like nothing happened. You ain't getting no response from me. You go ghost on me, fucking ghost is what it is then. I ain't playing that shit. Fuck that. All right. Now let's take a look at the person from the past. Person from the past. Any details we left out of the main monthly reading between Scorpio and the past person? Ace of Pentacles. Hang on. Holy-do, yo, holy-do. Two of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Well, if you're wondering whether or not this person's coming back around, it don't look like it. It looks like right now, Seven of Cups, King of Wands reversed. They're just out there playing around, fucking around, trying to find somebody new, play in the field, trying to do anything and everything that they can to just forget about you and not think about you. That's all they want to do. All they want to do. Now, there's a 50-50 chance they could end up coming back around later on down the line. But right now, in the current moment, that's not in their list of plans. The only way that I would see them coming forward later on down the line is if this doesn't really work out very successfully for them. Okay? If they go out and search, and they find themselves at a fucking dead end, either nobody wants to connect with them, they can't connect with nobody, no matter who they try to connect with, nothing sticks, or you know what's even funnier, whenever you get that ex that thinks they're gonna go find something better than you, and they can't find no fucking body. They can't find no motherfucking body at all, right? And then what's the first thing they do? When somebody finds themselves at a dead end for a long time, can't find nobody new, that's when they start looking back in the past. But right now, that's not in their list of plans, not in March. In March, they just want to go out and fuck anything that walks and do anything they can to just get their hands on just a faceless, nameless somebody. Anybody that they can use to fucking forget about you, basically. Essentially. Well, let's see if I can get a deeper dig at their feelings and see if we can see how they be feeling about you then. How this person be feeling about Scorpio, though? Like I said, they're trying to forget about you. Queen of Cups reversed. Tower card. So, Seven of Cups again. So, I think, obviously, at the deepest level, they still feel some type of way. They have no faith whatsoever. No hope whatsoever in things ever working out between the two of you. They are pretty much convinced in this current moment that it's over. It's a done dollar. It ain't happening. And again, Seven of Cups. Just trying to find somebody. They just want somebody. They don't care who. They don't care who. They just need a faceless, nameless somebody to come be with them as soon as fucking possible so they can hopefully move on with their life and forget this ever happened. So it's not really letting me dig to the deepest level, but I would have to say that since they're going to such great lengths to desperately try to replace and forget about you, they still feel some type of way. Yeah, they do. Well, I guess let's get some advice then. Let's get some advice then. Don't do what they're doing. Don't do what they're doing, okay? Now, I know we've all been in this situation before, and it's hard, but think big picture. Big picture, okay? I know that one of the worst situations to find yourself in is when you're broken, hurt, empty, and alone, and your ex is out running around having fun, right? That's like one of the most painful situations to be in. And it just feels like here you are broken and alone, and there they are floating around on cloud nine having the time of their life, right? And it just feels like that's the way it's going to be for all of eternity. It ain't. It ain't. Their little time running around and having fun on cloud nine is very short-lived and very temporary. They are not going to be floating around on cloud nine forever. And if you're smart about it, you ain't going to be broken and empty, stuck at rock bottom forever either. If you're smart about it. Now, if you go off and do the same shit they're doing, then y'all are both going to end up fucked up 5 years from now. But if you take it upon yourself to do the hard work now, while they're off being lazy, just out trying to have fun, within the next couple of years, possibly even sooner, but definitely 3 years from now. I'm not saying it's going to take 3 years, but 3 years from now, you're going to be at the top of the mountain. You're going to be doing good. And they're going to be still spinning around in circles, looking and feeling stupid as fuck. While you went and did your healing. You did the work. And they didn't. They just ran off out partying, having fun, fucking around, having a good old time, and that's very short-lived, very temporary. That little cloud that they're floating on is just a cloud. They ain't going to stay on it forever. They're going to fall fast. So don't stoop to the level they're stooping to. Don't do what they're doing. Or y'all both going to end up looking stupid in 3 years. All right? Okie dokie. I do feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to look down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And don't forget to get your hands on my new course, The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation. I don't give a damn if you're a beginner or not. Promise you, you're going to hear something in that course you ain't never heard before. Promise you, you're going to hear something broken down and explained in a way you ain't never heard it explained before. But the intermediate course will be coming out sooner for those of you who are an intermediate manifester, where I'll be breaking down the science and the quantum physics behind how the energetic matrix of this fucking matrix, this apparatus thing that we live in, how it all functions and operates. That'll be coming later on down the line. But especially if you are just now stepping off onto the path, or you've been trying to play with manifestation and nothing fucking works no matter what you do, I got that course down there. It'll break it down and make it much more fucking understandable. so that it actually makes sense. So that no matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can get on the path and start applying it to your life and seeing real changes. Real changes, okay? So, all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. I greatly appreciate all of you that tuned in and played along. And those of you who continue to tune in and play along. Every time I get on here and do this, man, it makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube. Greatly appreciate you. Again, don't forget to look in the description of the video if you would like to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.